Welcome back to Lou's Corner. This is your girl Lou, and we are doing a small mukbang, but this is gonna be on the healthier side. I have some pomegranates with Activia, 2 sandwiches. Yes, I'm gonna be talking about that. Some Lay's potato chips and some Zingers. Let's get into it. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the food we're about to receive. May it be a blessing and nourishment for our bodies. Bless the hands that went forth to prepare, and these things we pray in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen. So, let's get into it. First off, let's taste the salad. That's good. What do y'all call this? Do y'all call this the butt of the bread or the heel of bread? Or the ends? We call it the butt of the bread. Basically, that's my favorite part of the bread because it's usually a little bit thicker or denser. If y'all hear little bells, it's Fuzzy. She and her back in Confessions. Ricky said this today. I got some water and my tea. Ricky said basically, my daughter and I have spoiled Fuzzy to the point where Fuzzy don't eat dog food. So now we all have to keep up what we kept up because she basically will starve herself without getting any people food. She won't eat. Yesterday I made my post with my little rant or whatever, and I really wanted to elaborate and come in and have a conversation with you guys. A lot of people have left some amazing comments or said what they said or whatever. Faye, thank you, because facts, I pray over my children every day, all day long. There's not a part of the day I'm not praying for them, especially on my way to bed, because like my kids are grown, so they at their own places, and we have one child still living at home with us, but everybody else has moved out, and it hasn't been an easy journey, being that, you know, at some point you kind of want to protect them, and all you can do is pray over them, and Faye is right about that. To everybody else, I gratefully and humbly thank you guys for leaving your comments. I basically was just having a really bad day yesterday, and usually I can like kind of own my space, you know what I mean? And nothing really usually gets to me. Like usually I can just like shake it off, attribute it to other people are small, and let that be that. I'm in my housework clothes, y'all. I'm washing clothes and doing all my other stuff I gotta do. And I just couldn't, yesterday I was having a hard time with it, and I can admit that as a Black woman, a lot of times we're always told, like, you gotta work like this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Like, I constantly am trying to prove that I'm a good person or prove that I'm able to do my job. And by now, I shouldn't have to do that. However, it is what it is. This is the world I was born into. This is the world I live in. And being 100% honest, there are days that I don't feel like putting on the face. And if you're a Black woman, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a woman of color, if you're a woman, period, women have to put on this face. Like, you have to have your work face on. You have to have your mom face on. You have to put on your Christianly face. Like, I can't just speak illness on people or whatever. I've heard all kinds of different things. Honestly, I've even had to put on my face of, like, I can't talk about my personal life with my spouse to anybody because I have to put on this face, and the face I have to put on, all of them add up. And sometimes wearing all of these different titles or trying to put on these different masks to fit in spaces get to be overwhelming. And yesterday, I was just overwhelmed. Now, I have some friends that are all multicultural. Like I was saying before, I'm not saying everybody or anybody is all one kind of way. I grew up with, in an area where it's predominantly Caucasian people, and I have some really good friends. And over time, honestly, they've seen like little things, little microaggressions. Like in junior high, we were walking home from school. It was my friend Virginia, my friend Tanya, my friend April. Our friend Michelle lived closer. Her mom picked her up all the time. So we walking home from school, and boom, my mom used to work and drive San Diego trolley. She's retired now, so I can just bring it up. And financially, we were never in a spot where I couldn't afford to stop and go into a store and buy something. So this one day, we decided after school we're gonna stop and get some candy bars at the gas station closest to the school, because the gas station closest to the school, their candy was like less expensive than a grocery store. They knew their traffic. On our way home, my friend Tanya, who's like the oldest out of all her siblings, she had to stop and get a loaf of bread from the store. Her mama told her, get this loaf of bread or whatever. So she gets the loaf of bread, whatever, while we in the store. Mind you, my candy bars are in my backpack, and I kept the receipt because my mother used to always get on us like, don't bring nothing in her house without a receipt. So we walking home, get into the store, got the candy bars, and we go into the store, and she gets the bread, and we all walk out. Well, on our way out, the guy in the store is like, oh, she stole something. Basically trying to say I stole something. Now, mind you, I'm the only chocolate person in my little group of friends. So my friend was like, she didn't steal nothing. She don't have no reason to steal or whatever. And she's all getting hyphy and upset and everything. And I'm like, girl, calm down. Like, it's okay. I have a receipt or whatever. So they insist that they're going to call like the little police or whatever. And I'm sitting there. Well, the police officer calls my mother, and my mother shows up and she says, did you ask her if she had a receipt? Because I'm telling them I didn't steal it. And the store guy's like, no, she stole it, blah, blah, blah. So my mom's like, Lou, where's your receipt? So I hand her the receipt and show her the little bag from the candy bars that was in my backpack. Because mind you, they just said I stole it, and I refused to let them look in my bag. I said, you need to call the police and they can call my mama. So my mom shows up, the police officer shows up, all that. And the receipt comes out, and the guy's all apologetic. I never went into that store again. Probably like 6 months later, because the store was in an area where there's like multicultural people, and they were constantly doing that. 6 months later, the store ended up closing, and it now is a police department. And this is in San Diego. So there's no need to lie about it. And I was just like yesterday, like I said, I was just having one of those days. My friends felt really bad. They all had to go home because it took like an hour for my mom to get there because she's at work. And realistically speaking, I guess at this point, I shouldn't feel the way I feel. But yesterday, like I said, I was just having a weak moment. Enough about that. Let's move on, because I don't want anybody to feel bad or be like, wow, this is what you have to go through. Yes, this is the life I live. It just is what it is. And I was just having one of those days yesterday. And yesterday, all the sum of the day took me back to that moment in my mind. And I felt helpless. And I was trying to figure out how to like expel it. So that's that. Now, I definitely am working on, and I'm just talking to you guys about what's going on with me. I'm working on improving how I present myself. And in that, I am working on wearing better undergarments, because I feel like after I have given birth and been pregnant a few times, and a lot of times back to back, I definitely can say that my body and the shape of my body is just not, it's not where it's supposed to be. And trust, I've gotten plenty of advice from doctors, people, friends, my mother, everyone on how to lose weight. And honestly, I've lost some weight, but I've never really put 1,000% of me into losing weight. Like, keeping it 100, this is my first meal of the day. I usually only eat once a day. And I know carbs is not, they're not the business. However, it fills you up. And I'm always trying to just grab something quick and eat. I have in the past meal prepped. There you go. That's the beggar. I have meal prepped. I do eat healthy food. However, on a regular basis, I'm in a hurry when I'm eating, and I don't have the patience when I'm hungry. Because I get hungry, I get hangry, and I'm shaky. So I basically just eat whatever is quick. I thought about, and y'all can tell me if you guys be interested in doing like challenges, because I do better when I do a challenge, like doing a 5-day challenge, nothing long, like 5 days on only drinking water. And then, because everything you put in your mouth that has a flavor or something to it has some kind of hidden calories. And a lot of people say, oh, it's sugar free, it's no calories. Well, that aspartame or whatever kind of fake sugar it is bloats your stomach. I used to work in the medical field, so I do know about that. I.e. this tea. Half this tea is 100 calories. It's 2 servings in here. And I don't understand how 2 servings turns into 170s if 1 serving is 100. However, 170 calories. I know each one of these sandwiches I am eating currently is approximately 240 calories. I can tell you this about the food I eat. This whole little combination right here is another 140 calories. This one bag of chips has 160 calories. I can honestly tell you, by the time I get done eating my 2 sandwiches, I haven't eaten a full servings of the calories, but I can honestly say I probably ate 15 chips, and that's full chips, not the little broken pieces. 15 full chips is 160 calories, and I probably ate 2 servings. In all honesty. This pack of Zingers is 440 calories, and I'm probably only gonna eat 1. So I'm aware of what I'm putting in my face. I also realized that the total amount of calories for me for efficiently losing weight every day is 1,960. It's 1,960 calories. Even when me eating everything and finishing the cupcakes, all of them, I'll be under my calorie count for the day. And I usually end up being in a calorie deficit of like 340 calories or 300 calories. Some days I eat all my calories, but on an average basis, I'm in a calorie deficit of 300 calories. The reason why I'm saying all of this is because I realized one thing today, and it was something that went on in my mind, and that's the reason why this video is so long. So it is what it is. If you watch the whole thing, great. If you haven't had a chance, go ahead, subscribe, thumbs me up or whatever, and leave your thoughts. But it was this thing somebody said to me a long time ago. It came to me today, and I can honestly say this: what's eating you, or what are you eating? So basically, what's eating me is like all of the emotional stuff that I'm going through currently. Because I was actually, when me and Ricky got married, I was only 260 pounds. So I have gained 40 plus pounds, 50 pounds in 10 years. That's pretty much 5 pounds a year or whatever. I'll take that. Excuse me. And at 260 pounds, I was already kind of plump, but ideal weight for me at my height, according to a doctor, is 175, 180. Realistically, with my bone structures, because my doctor's from another country, and he like had this whole conversation with me about like people and their immigration and where they're from and everything. At my weight, at my height, 220 pounds would be idealistic. So I need to lose, because I'm 296, I need to lose, realistically speaking, like about 60 to 70 pounds. And I need to like really focus on what am I eating? Am I eating my feelings? Am I eating the stress? Am I eating my unhappiness? Am I eating for joy? What am I eating and why? So that I can stop eating it, or have it stop eating me, so that I can like kind of get myself together. And the reality is, like, the whole conversation yesterday helped me like really come to the self-realization that I need to stop eating my problems and actually like just voice them out. Because yesterday I ordered 4 tacos. I ate 2.5. Usually I would have ate the 4 and still been hungry, and ate all the little Center Twist things and all of that, and I still would have been hungry, because I'm looking to feed the uncomfortability of my day. I'm trying to feed the unhappiness of the stress of my day. I'm trying to push down the uncomfortability. And I can honestly say, like, me like saying that yesterday and getting off my chest, today I did not eat my feelings. Today I'm eating because I'm truly hungry. I'm not just eating to eat. Today I am able to just say out loud and truthfully and honestly, like, this is where I'm at in life, and own it. Like, I can own my own stuff. Like, I'm here, and I can honestly say, like, by me speaking this out loud, I don't even want this anymore. I'm full. I don't want any more, because I have really voiced what it is that's wrong with me. I can honestly say I don't realistically need anyone to feel bad for me, because I don't feel bad for me. I'm honest about where I'm at in life. The honesty is that I have gotten to a point in life, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, where I can own my stuff. I can own it. I can own the fact that I am one of those people who works because they enjoy it. I love what I do. I love getting up and earning money. This is just today, like, I've got 20s and 5s, and I've got money sitting up here on my desk in front of me, and it's not just ones and everything. I'm earning money daily. I have checks in my purse that are uncashed. I'm able to earn and provide for myself. However, it's everything else I wasn't providing for myself. And yesterday, by me saying what I was saying, I feel like I provided myself the space in which just to own my own self. Like, own it. Own the fact that I was uncomfortable, unhappy, apologetically saying, hey, these are the things that are currently bothering me. And I feel like as a woman, because it's a lot of women who watch my channel, we don't own it. Like, we don't own the fact that juggling all the faces and all the hats, because I've heard people say the little dresses girls have to wear, like, as a little girl you wear these dresses and they teach you just to keep getting and making it look more pretty and be more presentable, instead of just owning, like, right now I don't feel comfortable because this person did or said. Yesterday I literally had it, like, with everything. I had it with COVID. I had it with the racism. I had it with microaggressions. I had it with trying to be perfect. I had it with trying to fix everything around me, trying to make everybody else comfortable. I had it, and today I woke up and I felt 1,000 times better, and I'm not carrying any of that. Like this sandwich, I ate 1 1/3 sandwiches. I could stop right there and be good. I was gonna eat this because I need something more for my digestive system, because the doctor told me literally, like, I have IBS and I get constipated. Like, I get constipated because I literally cannot let any of this stuff go. I'm constantly carrying everything on me. And at some point yesterday when I said it and I let it go and everybody watched my video, and I've had more people like say more on that video than in all of my videos. I've actually had a whole bunch of people watch a lot of my videos, more than I could ever imagine, on other videos, and not say anything. And for this one video, more people have commented. And I'm just saying, as a woman, like, we have to be more supportive to each other, because the reality is, in ourselves, is the reality is that we carry everybody's stuff with us. Everyone's, from the stuff from like when you were a little kid that people taught you. Because I can remember being a little girl, and the reason why I don't touch stuff in stores is because my mother used to tell us, you will never be okay touching things in store and not feeling upset about it or getting scolded for it. And one day I'll talk to you guys about my mom more, but just reality is that my mom told me when I was a little girl, like, you can never do things that you see your friends doing. You can never do or go and say these things, because you will get a whole totally different response. And that was the first thing I had to learn how to eat. I had to learn how to eat that and digest it and hold it. I also had to learn how to eat. You have to be perfect. Like, you cannot come out of your house not being dressed properly. Like, if I went somewhere like this, it's not acceptable. It's not. I can't go in a store shopping looking like this. I cannot go grocery shopping looking like this. I cannot go to Home Depot looking like this. I can't. And all of these things are the things that I was thinking and saying to myself and being stressed out about. And today I got up and I actually did it. I went out like this. I did. I went somewhere like this. I went with no makeup on. All I have on is my eyebrows. I went somewhere like this for the first time in 43, almost 44 years. This is the first time I went out of my house, out of my home, without any earrings on, without being dressed up, without fixing myself up and trying to make myself look presentable, like I'm going on an interview or to church every single day, and all I'm doing is going to the corner store. This is the first time in my whole entire life I feel liberated and okay. And I'm so happy that all of you who commented. I'm probably going to title this particular video, "Thank You," because I literally thank all of you women who responded on yesterday's video and said something, because honestly, yesterday I was feeling so low that I couldn't see dirt. That's how low I was feeling. And I realized that I literally was eating my emotions when I made that video. And I'm not going to cry today. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry, because I thank every single one of you guys who said something. I thank Ricky for him saying what he had to say about it, because he was like, well, for the first time you admit that you're not perfect. Because I'm always like, I'm perfect. I am so perfect. I do everything. I don't ever come to work looking a mess. I never am disheveled. I literally live that life. I get up in the morning. At one point when me and Ricky first got married, I would not go to bed unless my house was 100% immaculately clean. And that meant I wasn't spending time with him. But we're newlyweds. I wasn't spending any time with him because I had to have my house be perfect. I had to make sure that my kids were perfect. Y'all know iPhone don't let you be great. But I'm just being honest. Like, I'm so feeling so much better. I thank every last one of you guys, because I realized you don't have to be perfect. I was just having one of those days where I thought, oh, perfection, I gotta be perfected. I gotta be, and for everybody to say what they had to say. And those of you guys who like went out your way to leave long messages, not just like little short ones, even those of you guys who left short ones, I really appreciate it, because I felt like I had to be perfect. Like, I would make my kids have to be perfect. My kids, I had an 18-year-old. Literally, my oldest daughter, when she was 18, people thought she was like 14 or 15 because she would come and go as I told her. She wouldn't do anything. Like, I was striving for perfection and not allowing my children to breathe. My children have moved out because they wanted to experience life. Like, my kids did not play outside at all as kids because if I wasn't home, they couldn't play outside. That's how I was raised. When your mama's not home, you can't go outside. So we didn't go outside. We were inside all the time. And I feel bad now looking back and saying, you know what? Perfection was not promised to anybody but Jesus Christ. Mary had the only perfect child. Sunday is Resurrection Day, and I can honestly say this year for Resurrection Day, I have found out that perfection was not promised to anyone but Mary with her first child. She had other children, but she wasn't promised perfection by anyone. And even in his perfection, God had his son come down. And I know I'm getting into this kind of weirdly, but he had a son come down to bless the rest of us, and some of us can even allow him in his journey to do what he was supposed to do. So I thank all of you guys. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. And I know this is a long one, and I just thank every last one of you guys for going out of your way to say kind words. I definitely am going to be putting out more content. And I'll probably share with you guys more, because honestly, when I come on here, I'm always trying to find something PC to say. Like, I don't ever want to say anything that would disturb another person. However, what I'm finding is you guys just want to hear what it is. And what it is for me right now is I am going to really be working on my weight. I'm not going to eat these. I put my chips away. I'm going to eat the pomegranates and yogurts and finish my sandwich because this is my meal for today. And I'll see you guys next time in Lou's Corner. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.